Just answering this question correctly could make you president. The question turned out to be what 1 + 1 equals.
2?
No one could believe someone actually got it right. The young man turned around to look. Only then did he understand. It turned out all of humanity had become foolish. Things went back 500 years. Back then, high IQ elites were busy with work all day. They kept putting off having children. On the other hand, the poorer people with lower IQs kept having children one after another. As a result, human intelligence kept declining. To preserve the superior genes, the military secretly started a hibernation project. They picked one man and one woman as test subjects, put them into hibernation pods, and froze them. The original plan was to hibernate for 1 year, but after just a few months, the project leader actually got Alzheimer's disease and forgot the entire plan completely. Plus, the mission was highly classified. Later, the experimental base was dismantled, and these two unlucky people were completely forgotten by the world. 500 years passed in the blink of an eye. By now, human intelligence had completely plummeted. Trash had piled up for centuries, with no one dealing with it. Garbage trucks were still dumping more on top, until the last soda can fell, causing the entire trash mountain to collapse. Trash flooded into the city like a tidal wave. The young man's hibernation pod crashed right into a man's house. The man was watching TV at the time, and didn't notice anything unusual. The young man climbed out of the pod, confused, mumbling about holding the person in charge accountable. The man got impatient, grabbed him, and threw him out. The young man walked into the street, hoping to ask someone what was going on, but no one could understand what he said, and he almost got beaten up. He thought something was wrong with his own brain, and rushed to the hospital for a checkup. When he entered the hospital, he was even more stunned. The floor was dirty and messy. The cleaning robots were just spinning in circles. The doctor took out 2 metal rods, and told him to put one in his mouth and one in his butt. As soon as the young man did it, the machine alarm went off. The doctor said he put them in the wrong way. The young man was confused and hurried to rinse his mouth, but green soda flowed out of the faucet. When he collected himself, he picked up a newspaper on the table, and saw the year 2505 printed on it. Only then did he realize he had been asleep for 500 years. He pulled open the curtains, and saw the city almost buried in trash. Buildings on the verge of collapse were tied up with ropes. Broken bridges were left unrepaired. Just then, the doctor noticed the young man didn't have an identity QR code, and immediately called the police. The young man was inexplicably taken to court. The judge assigned him a free lawyer, who turned out to be the same man who had thrown him out. After a passionate defense by the lawyer, the young man was successfully sentenced to life in prison. Before entering prison, he had to answer a question. What 1 + 1 equals? After the man answered correctly, he was shocked. Seeing how low everyone's intelligence had become, he told the guard he was being released today. The guard told him the release line was on the other side. Just like that, he walked straight out and escaped.